Hello students, let's continue with the alkenes. Okay, the next part of the hydrocarbon, which is the alkenes. Alkenes are the unsaturated hydrocarbons containing at least one double bond in their structure, in their carbon hydrogen structure. One carbon carbon double bond is present. Okay, and the general formula for alkene, is CnH2n. Okay, CnH2n. Alkenes are also known as olefins. Okay, olefins, oil forming compounds. Since since the first member ethylene or ethene was found from an oily liquid on the reaction with chlorine. Okay, structure of double bond. Carbon carbon double bond in alkene consists of one strong sigma bond whose bond enthalpy is 397 kilojoule per mole. Due to head-on overlapping of sp2 hybridized orbitals and weak pi bond, one weak pi bond obtained by the lateral sideway overlapping of the two p orbitals of the two carbon atoms, the double bond is shorter in bond length from 134 picometers than the carbon-carbon single bond 154 picometers. You have already read that pi bonds is weaker than that of the sigma bonds due to their sidewise overlapping, okay, between two p orbitals. Thus, the presence of pi bond makes alkenes behave as a source of loosely held mobile electrons. Therefore, alkenes are easily attacked by reagents or compounds which are in search of electrons. Such reagents are called electrophilic reagents. Okay, such reagents are called as electrophilic reagents. The presence of weaker pi bond makes alkenes unstable molecule in comparison to that of the alkanes, and hence alkene can be changed into single bond compounds by combining with the electrophilic reagents. Strength of the double bond is 681 kilojoule per mole, which is greater than that of the carbon-carbon single bond in ethane bond, which is 348 kilojoule per mole. Orbital diagram of ethene can be shown like this. Here sp2 hybridized 3 orbitals of carbons are reacted with 1, 2, 3 and 4 hydrogens. Okay, and one head-on overlapping between the hybridized sp2 orbitals of the carbon is present out here. Okay, so here sp2 sigma bond is formed out here. sp2 sigma bond is formed out here. But for the formation of pi bond, here we can see that the carbon containing the two p blocks here, two p orbitals here, which are on distorting each other. Okay, which on distort with each other, and they form the pi bond. Okay, they form the pi bond, pi cloud here. Okay, which is seen in the B diagram, and the length of the pi bond and the sigma bond is shown here. That the carbon hydrogen is having the bond length of 110 picometer, while the pi bond is having the carbon double bond carbon is having the bond length of 134 picometer. The angle between the carbon and hydrogen bond here is 121.7 degree, and between the hydrogen and hydrogen bond with carbon is 116.6 degree. Okay, next some of the compounds which are in the alkene groups are propene, but1-ene, but2-ene, buta 1,3-diene. Okay, 2-methyl prop 1-ene. This type of compounds can be seen here. What is the isomerism here? So we can see structure isomerism here. Okay, in the but1-ene, okay, or but2-ene, which are having the same molecular formula but have different position for double bond here. Okay, similarly methyl 2-methyl prop 1-ene. Okay, three different structures are here, so therefore they can possess structural isomerism. Okay, geometrical isomerism. In geometrical isomerism, if if we can see here, xx are positioned symmetrically and yy are positioned symmetrically, then this type of compounds are weaker than that of the xy positioned alternatively to each other. Okay, What is the reason here? The reason here is the steric hindrance. Okay, the reason here is the steric hindrance. This type of compounds are known as the cis and trans compounds. Okay, cis and trans compounds. And this type of isomerism is known as the stereoisomerisms. Okay, so in the cis isomers, the the like side chains are having the 90 degree, the compound are having the 90-degree with each other difference. Okay, 90-degree with each other difference. But in case of trans, they are having 180-degree difference with each other. Okay, so here when two bulky groups are present very near to each other, due to this reason repulsion occurs between them. Okay, bond repulsion occurs between them, and due to this reason this double bonds length increases, which makes the compound more weaker as comparison to that of the trans condition here. Okay, trans condition where the bulky groups are on the opposite side to each other, due to which the steric hindrance is lagged here, and due to this reason only the bond length here is smaller than as comparison to that of the cis compounds. Okay, so but the boiling point here is more for that of the cis compound in comparison to that of the trans compounds here. Okay, in comparison to the trans compound here, cis compound forms an alkene into found to be more polar. Okay, cis compounds are more polar than the trans form. For example, dipole moment for cis to butene is 0.33, while for the trans it is almost zero, and it cannot be said that trans butene is a non-polar. This can be understood by drawing geometry of the two forms here, that due to presence of two alkyl group on the same position. Okay, on the same position, the del positive and del negative charge are easily developed in the case of cis compounds here, but in case of trans compound here, the del negative and del positive charge developed here cancel out each other, due to which they are having the magnetron value as 0. Okay, their dipole moment as 0. In case of solids, it is observed that the trans isomers have higher melting point than the cis forms. Geometrical or cis trans isomers is also known by alkene by the types XYC double bond CXZ, XYC CZW. Okay. Now the preparation for the alkenes. By alkynes. Okay, first is the by alkynes. When alkynes are hydrolyzed, when alkynes are hydrogenated in the presence of catalyst such as pelletized charcoal, okay, with palladium, also known as Lindlar catalyst. Okay, also known as Lindlar's catalyst, then cis alkenes are produced out. For producing trans-alkene, alkynes are hydrogenated in the presence of lithium, in the presence of sodium and liquid ammonia. Okay, it produces trans-alkenes. Okay, it produces trans-alkenes. Some examples are taken out here, as ethine is taken, then ethene is produced out in the presence of charcoal, Lindlar's catalyst, which is palladium and charcoal. Okay. Next, from alkyl halides, we can prepare alkenes from the alkyl halides also. There, dehydrogenation of the alkyl halides is done with alcoholic potash. Okay, this reaction is known as dehalogenation. Okay, here, removal of halogen acids. This is an example of the beta elimination reaction. Okay, what happens here? Here the halides, okay, alkyl halides are treated with alcoholic KOH and heated, which causes the removal of HX acid, which causes the removal of hydrogen acid and formation of alkene here. Okay. Next, from vicinal dihalides. Okay, from vicinal dihalides. Dihalide in which two halogen atoms are attached to form adjacent carbon atoms are known as vicinal dihalides. Okay, so vicinal dihalides are on treatment with zinc metal lose a molecule of ZnH2 to form an alkene. This reaction is known as dehalogenation. Okay, here when two CH2Br molecules are reacted with zinc, then double bond formation between carbon atoms is done, and ZnBr2 has been removed out here. Okay, so vicinal halides when reacted with zinc forms alkenes here. Okay, next from alcohol by acidic dehydration. Okay, from alcohols by acidic dehydration. You have also known that homologous series, that alcohols are the hydroxy derivatives of alkanes. They are represented by ROH. Okay, they are represented by ROH, where R is CnH2n plus 1 alkyl group. Alcohols on reheating with concentrated sulfuric acid forms alkenes with the elimination of one water molecule. Since a water molecule is eliminated from the alcohol molecule in the presence of an acid, this reaction is known as acidic dehydration of alcohol. Okay, acidic dehydration of alcohols. This reaction is also an example of the beta elimination reaction, since OH group takes out one hydrogen atom from the beta carbon atom. Okay, so here this OH group will take either this hydrogen or this hydrogen or this hydrogen. Okay, any one of this hydrogen with it to form water here in the presence of concentrated H2SO4, and on heating it, okay, ethene will be formed out here with water molecule. Okay. Next, what are some of the physical properties of alkenes? Alkenes as a class resembles alkanes in physical properties. Okay. Except in types of isomerism and difference in polar nature. The first three members are gaseous. Okay. The first three members are gaseous. The next 14 are liquids. The next 14 members of the alkene homologous series are liquids, and the higher ones are the solids, ethene is a colorless gas with a faint sweet smell. Okay, ethene is a colorless gas with a faint sweet smell. All other alkenes are colorless and odorless, insoluble in water but fairly soluble in non-polar solvents like benzene, ether, petroleum ether, etc. Okay, they show regular increase in boiling point with the increase in size. Every CS2 group added increases the boiling point of ethenes by 20 to 30 Kelvin. Okay, chemical properties. What are some of the chemical properties? Addition of dihydrogen. Alkenes add up one molecule of dihydrogen gas in the presence of finely divided nickel, palladium, or platinum to form alkenes. Okay. Next, addition of halogens. Halogens like bromine or chlorine add up to alkenes to form vicinal dihalides. However, iodine does not shows addition reaction under normal condition. The reddish orange color of bromine solution in carbon tetrachloride is discharged when bromide adds up to an unsaturation site. This reaction is used as a test for unsaturation. Addition to the halogens to alkenes is an example of electrophilic addition reaction involving cyclic halonium ion formation, which you will study in the higher classes. Okay. Next, the reaction here is showing that when ethene is reacted with Br2 in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, okay, in the presence of carbon tetrachloride, then CH2Br, CH2Br, 1,2-dibromoethane is been formed out here. Okay. Addition of hydrogen halides such as HCl, HBr, Hi adds up to alkenes to form alkyl halides. Okay, to form alkyl halides. The order of reactivity for the hydrogen halide is Hi is more reactive than HBr is more reactive than HCl. Like addition of halogens to alkenes, addition of hydrogen halides is also an example of electrophilic addition reaction. Let's illustrate by taking some addition of HBr here. Okay. So CH2, CH2 double bond CH2 plus HBr. When it is added here, then one hydrogen will be added towards one of the carbon atom, and the Br will be added to the one of the carbon atom here. Okay, so here addition reaction of HBr to unsymmetrical alkenes, which is done according to the Markovnikov rule. Okay, which is done according to the Markovnikov rule. What is Markovnikov rule? Markovnikov, a Russian chemist, suggested a generalization in 1869 after studying such reactions in detail. This generalization led Markovnikov to frame a rule called Markovnikov rule. The rule stated that negative part of the addendum, okay, adding molecule, negative part of the addendum, which is the adding molecule, gets attached to that a carbon atom which possesses lesser number of hydrogen. Okay, the negative part of the addendum or the adding molecule gets attached to the carbon atom which possesses lesser number of hydrogen atom. Thus, according to this rule, product one, that is if I am taking compound here, prop 1 in, okay, which is reacted with hydrogen bromide here. So the first product here is CH3CHBr CH3, okay, 2-bromopropane, 2-bromopropane, okay. So this will be done according to the Markovnikov rule only. And the second product is CH3CH2CH2Br, 1-bromopropane, okay. So the first, the according to this rule, product one, that is 2-bromopropane, is expected, okay. The first product is expected, and the second product is unexpected but can be found in some special condition. But the according to Markovnikov rule, the first product is highly expected here, okay. But in some cases it is seen that the Markovnikov rule is just been reversed, okay. So let's see first the mechanism here for the Markovnikov rule. Hydrogen bromide provides an electrophile H plus ion which attacks the double bond to form the carbocation of the compound of the prop 1 in, okay. Here this H plus ion attack here, and it forms out the carbocation here, okay, breaks up the pi bond here and forms out the carbocation here. Then this H gets attached to the middle carbon here, okay. Now this is very less stable due to presence of carbocation here. So in order to balance this carbocation, the hydrogen from the middle carbon atom displaces towards the uh, corner carbon atom to form CH3 here, okay, to form the CH3 here. Now carbocation is came towards the middle of the group, okay, middle of this chain. Now this bromine will attach to this middle of the chain to form out the 2-bromo propane here, okay, 2-bromo propane. Next, anti-Markovnikov rule or peroxide effect or Kharasch effect. Okay, this is the reverse of the Markovnikov rule. In the presence of peroxide, okay, if we are taking peroxide, addition of HBr to unsymmetrical alkenes like propene take place contrary to the Markovnikov rule. It is just reverse of the Markovnikov rule. This happens only with hydrogen bromide, but not with HCl and HI. Okay, it is only applicable to hydrogen bromide only, not with HCl and not with hydrogen iodide. Okay, this addition reaction was observed by MS Kharas and FR Mayo in 1933 in the University of Chicago. This reaction is also known as peroxide or Kharas effect or addition reaction of anti to Markovnikov rule. Here, when I am taking bromine, okay, prop 1 in with hydrobromo acid in the presence of peroxide, okay, organic peroxide such as C6H5CO2 O2, okay. Here CH3 CH2 CH2Br means 1-bromopropane will be formed out. What is the mechanism in the presence of peroxide here? Peroxide effect proceeds via free radical mechanism here, okay. It proceeds via free radical mechanism here. The benzoyl peroxides on homolysis produces C6H5 C double bond O, okay, where and C6H5 is further converted into a free radical here with 2CO2. Decarboxylation has been done out here. Now this free radical reacts with HBr to form C6H6Br, okay. Next, CH3 CH double bond CH2 here, it will react with the free radical of bromine and homolysis will be done here, and CH3 CH CH2 free radical plus Br, which is a less stable primary free radical here will be produced out. Next, when more stable primary free radical will be also formed out here, CH3 CH CH2 Br. Now CH3CH CH2Br will react with another molecule of HBr and break out this HBr and takes this H in its middle free radical part of the carbon and forms CH3CH2 CH2Br, 1-bromo propane. Okay. Next is the addition of sulfuric acid. Okay, cold concentrated sulfuric acid adds to alkene in accordance with the Markovnikov rule to form alkyl hydrogen sulfate by electrophilic addition reaction. Okay, here CH2 double bond CH2 plus H2SO4. Okay, so here this reaction will take place and CH3 CH2O SO2 OH or C2H5HSO4 ethyl hydrogen sulfate is formed out here. Now on further, CH3, CH2 double bond CH2 when reacted with H2SO4, then CH3, CH, CH2, OSO2, OH, propyl hydrogen sulfate will be formed out. Next, addition of water. In the presence of few drops of concentrated sulfuric acid, alkene react with water to form alcohols in accordance with the Markovnikov rule. Okay, in accordance with the Markovnikov rule, here 2-methyl propene is formed out here, and on hydrogenation of it, on hydrolysis of it, and hydrolysis of it, we will form 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Okay, 2-methyl propane 2-ol. Oxidation. Next is the oxidation. Alkenes on reaction with cold dilute aqueous solution of potassium permanganate or Bayer's reagent. Okay, cold dilute aqueous solution of potassium permanganate or Bayer's reagent produces vicinal glycol. Decolorization of KMnO4 solution is used as a test for unsaturation. Okay, CH2 double bond CH2 when reacted with water, oxygen, and in the presence of dilute KMnO4 at 273 Kelvin. Here di alcohols or glycols will be produced out here. Okay, then also we can take one more example. Prop-1 reacted with H2O and oxidation is done out here in the presence of dilute KMnO4 at 273 Kelvin. Here CH3CHOH, CH3CH2OH, propane 1,2 diol is formed out here. Okay, acidic potassium permanganate or acidic potassium dichromate oxidizes alkenes to ketones or acid depend upon the nature of the alkenes and the experimental conditions. CH3 twice C double bond CH2 in the presence of KMnO4 hydro and reduction will be done out here, and propane 2-1 will be formed out here. Propane oxidation will be done out here, and propane 2-1 will be formed out here with carbon dioxide and water. Next process is the ozonolysis. Ozonolysis of alkene involves the addition of ozone molecules to alkenes to form ozonoids and then cleavage of the ozonoids by Z and H2O to smaller molecules. This reaction is highly useful in detecting the position of the double bond. Okay, for detecting the position of the double bond, this type of test is done. So when propene is taken with ozone, here ozonoid will be formed out here. Now this ozonoid will break. Okay, this ozonoid will break like this. Okay, this ozonide will break like this and in the presence of Zn and H2O, in the presence of Zn and H2O to form ethanol and methanol. Okay, ethanol and methanol. Similarly, 2-methyl propene, when 2-methyl propene is taken here, so ozonide will be formed out here. Okay, ozonide will be formed out here. Then breakage will be done here in the presence of zinc and water. Okay, and prop-2-on and formaldehyde will be formed out. Polymerization. Okay, so we know about polythene. So the polythene is one of the polymer of ethene only. Okay, ethene only. So polymerization in the presence of catalyst at very high pressure and at very high temperature is done. Okay, and this process is known as polymerization, where monomers of ethanes are combined with each other to form the polymers. Okay, next is the alkynes. Okay, next is the alkynes. Alkynes are also unsaturated compounds, unsaturated hydrocarbons. Unsaturated hydrocarbons. They contain at least one triple bond between two carbon atoms. The number of hydrogen bond is still less in alkynes as compared to that of the alkenes and alkanes. Their general formula is CnH2n minus 2. CnH2n minus 2. Okay, the first stable member of alkyne series is ethyne, which is popularly known as acetylene. Acetylene is used for arc welding purpose in the form of oxyacetylene flame obtained by mixing acetylene gas with oxygen gas. Alkynes are starting materials for a large number of organic compounds. Hence, it is interesting to study this class of organic compound. Okay, what kind of isomers they are having? They are having the position or structure isomers. Okay, structure isomer, they possess structure isomers. Okay, and what is the structure of the triple bond here? So here we can see that the structure of the triple bond here is like this. sp hybridized carbon atoms, two sp hybridized carbon atoms forms sigma bond with each other. Okay, p sigma bond with each other and sigma bond with 1 hydrogen. Okay, left p 2px and 2py. 2px left 2px and 2py forms the pi bond here consisting of two pi bonds and formation of a triple bond here is taken place. Now, preparation methods. From calcium carbide, okay, from calcium carbide, we can prepare the ethynes. On industrial level, calcium carbide is with water. Calcium carbide is prepared by heating quicklime with coke. Okay, calcium carbide is prepared by heating quicklime with coke, by heating limestone. Okay, so CaCO3 produces on heating produces CaO plus CO2. Now this CaO with three carbon atoms produces calcium carbide. Now this calcium carbide with water produces calcium hydroxide with acetine. Okay, acetine or ethine. Next, from vicinal dihalides. Okay, so vicinal dihalides such as CH2Br, CH2Br plus potassium hydroxide in the alcoholic medium, and here KBr will be released out. One KBr will be released out, forming a bromoethene. Next, on further reaction with sodium amide, NaBr and NH3 will be removed out here, forming a ethine. What are the physical properties of alkynes? Physical properties of alkynes follow the same trend such as the alkenes and alkanes. First three members are gases. Next eight members are liquids, and the higher ones are solid. All alkynes are colorless. Ethylene has characteristic odor. Other members are odorless, and alkynes are weakly polar in nature. They are lighter than water and immiscible with water, but soluble in organic solvents like ether, carbon, tetrachloride, and benzene. Their melting point, boiling point, and density increases with the increase in molecular mass. Acidic nature of alkyne. Okay, acidic characteristics of alkyne. Sodium metals and soda amide are strong bases. They react with ethine to form sodium acetaldehyde with the liberation of dihydrogen gas. Okay, this shows the acidic nature of the alkynes. Okay, this shows the acidic nature of the alkynes. When alkynes are reacted with sodium, CHCNA, okay, CH triple bond CNA, monosodium cyanide will be formed out with a hydrogen gas. Okay, with hydrogen gas. Similarly, CH triple bond CNA plus one more Na will be then one more hydrogen atom will be released out, disodium ethionate will be formed out here. Okay, so this shows the acidic nature of alkynes. Okay, next, addition reaction. Alkyne contains a triple bond, so they adds up two molecules in dihydrogen, halogen, hydrogen halides, etc. Okay, formation of the addition product takes place according to the following step. C triple bond 3 alkynes are taken with hydrogen halides. Formation of vinylic cations are take place here. Okay, then this halide is reacted with the compound to form double bonded ethenes here. Okay, next is the addition of dihydrogen. Okay, here Markovnikov rule is found out. Okay, here Markovnikov rule is followed out. Next, addition of dihydrogen. Ethine is to be hydrogenated in the presence of platinum, palladium, or nickel to form ethene. Then more hydrogenation is done to form alkenes. Okay. Next, propine on hydrogenation in the presence of platinum, palladium, or nickel forms propanes. Okay. Addition of halogen. When alkynes are reacted with dibromide, dibromine, okay, dibromine, then 1,2-dibromopropane is formed out. On more reaction, it forms 1,2,2,2 tetrabromopropane. Okay, 1,1,2,2 tetrabromopropane. Reddish orange color of the solution of the bromine in color carbon tetrachloride is decolorized. This is used for test of unsaturation. Addition of hydrogen halides. Two molecules of hydrogen halides add to alkyne to form gem halides. Okay, in which two halogens are attached to the same carbon atom here. When ethine is taken with the hydrogen halide, bromoethene will be formed out here. Then on more reaction here, it will form out 1,2,1,1 dibromoethane. Okay, 1 dibromoethane. Now addition of water. When alkynes are when alkenes are immiscible in water and do not react with water. However, one molecule of water adds to alkynes on warming with mercury sulfate and dilute sulfuric acid at 333 Kelvin to form carbonyl compounds here. If ethyne with one molecule of water in the presence of mercuric sulfate is taken at 333 Kelvin, then CH2C OHCH will be formed out. Then on isomerism, ketone, ethanol will be formed out here and aldehyde will be formed out. Polymerization, linear polymerization. Under suitable condition, linear polymerization of ethyne takes place to produce polyacetylene or polyethylene, which is a high molecular weight polyene containing repeating units of CH double bond CH, okay, and can be represented as CH double bond CH double bond N. Under special condition, this polymer conducts electricity. Next is the cyclic polymerization. Okay, so here benzene can be formed out by using ethynes. When three molecules of ethynes are taken, okay, at ethine on passing through red hot red hot iron tube at 873 Kelvin undergoes cyclic polymerization. Three molecules of polymer to form benzene, which is the starting molecule for the preparation of derivatives of benzene, dyes, drugs, and large number of other organic compounds. This is the best route for entering from aliphatic to the aromatic compounds. Okay. Next are the aromatic hydrocarbons, also known as arenes. Okay, which contains the benzenes. Okay, which contains the benzenes. Aromatic compounds can be further divided into benzonoids and non-benzonoids. Okay, benzonoids and non-benzonoids. Nomenclature and isomerism has been taught in the previous chapter. So let's move further here. So the structure of benzene is like this. It is containing 6 carbon atoms attached with each other in a ring structure, okay, forming a hexagonal shape. One hydrogen atom is attached to each other, and since the carbon is still deficient in the electron, oh sorry, deficient in stability due to presence of electrons with it, so they form double bond and single bond in this structure. Okay, so this structure, the calculus structure, indicates the possibility of two isomeric 1,2 dibromobenzenes. In one of the isomer, the bromine atom are attached to the doubly bonded carbon atom, whereas in the other structure it is attached to the singly bonded carbon atom. Okay. Resonance. What is the resonance property here? Okay. According to valence bond theory, the concept of oscillating double bond in benzene is now explained by resonance. Benzene is a hybrid of various resonating structures. The two structures A and B given by the Kekule are the main contributing structures. The hybrid structure is represented by inserting a circle or dotted circle in the hexagon as shown in the C. Okay, as shown in the C figure. The circle represents the 6 electrons which are delocalized between the 6 carbon atoms of the benzene ring. The orbital overlapping gives us better picture about the structure of benzene. All the 6 atoms in benzene are sp2 hybridized. Two sp2 hybridized orbitals of each carbon atom overlap with the sp2 hybridized orbital of adjacent carbon atoms to form 6 carbon-carbon sigma bonds which are in the hexagonal plane. The remaining sp2 hybrid orbital of each carbon atoms overlap with the s orbital of a hydrogen atom to form 6 carbon hydrogen sigma bonds. Each carbon hydrogen atom is now left with one unhybridized p orbital here, okay, perpendicular to the plane of the ring as shown below. Okay, so here we can see that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sigma bonds between carbon-carbon atoms. Okay. And 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sigma bonds between the carbon hydrogen here is been formed out. The unhybridized p orbital of the carbon atom are close enough to form a pi bond by the lateral overlapping. Okay. These p orbitals will be forming pi bonds with each other. Okay, will be forming pi bonds with each other and by overlapping. So the carbon from C1 C2, C3 C4, C5 C6, or C2 C3, C4 C5, and C5 C4 C5 and C6 C1 can be formed here pi bonds, okay, which is shown in the below figures. So these two structures are possible here. These two structures are possible here, which are shown in A and B here, okay, where the pi bond can be between 1 to 3 4 and 5 6, or it can be between 1 6 1 2 3 and 5 4. Okay, so two different structures will be formed out here, one at A and one at B. Figure is been shown out here. Next, the two Kekulé structures with localized pi bonds, the internuclear distance between the all the carbon atoms in the ring has been determined by X-ray diffraction to be the same. There is equally probability of the p orbital of each carbon atom to overlap with the p orbital of adjacent carbon atom. This can be represented in the form of two donuts, okay, in the form of two donuts, which are which are which are electron clouds, one above and one below of the plane of the hexagonal ring, okay, of the hexagonal ring. The six pi electrons are thus delocalized and can move freely about the six carbon nuclei instead of any two as shown in the figure 13.6, okay, localized between two carbon atoms. Therefore, the presence of delocalized pi electron in benzene makes it more stable than the hypothetical cyclohexatriene. Okay. X-ray diffraction data reveals that benzene is a planar molecule had on any one of the above structure of the benzene been correct. Two type of carbon-carbon bond lengths are expected. However, X-ray data indicates that all the six carbon-carbon atom lengths are of the same order, 136 picometer, which is intermediate between the carbon-carbon single bond and the carbon-carbon double bond. Thus, the absence of pure double bond in benzene accounts for the reluctance of the benzene to show addition reactions under normal conditions. What is aromaticity? Benzene was considered as a parent aromatic compound. Now the name is applied to all the ring system whether or not having benzene ring possessing following characteristics. One, planarity. First one is the planarity. Okay. Second one is the complete delocalization of the pi electrons in the ring. Next one is the presence of 4n plus 2 pi electron in the ring where n is an integer 0, 1, 2, 3. This is often referred as Huckel rule. Okay, this rule is also known as the Huckel rule. Okay, so other than benzene, cyclopentadienyl anion or cycloheptatrienylcation cation also are aromatic rings. Okay, similarly, naphthalene, anthracene, phenanthrene, etc. all are also aromatic compounds. Preparation of benzene. Okay, how we can prepare benzene? So benzene can be prepared by first cyclic polymerization of ethine, which we have studied further only in the previous part only of the alkynes. Next is the decarboxylation of aromatic acids. So the benzene sodium acid of benzamide benzoic acid, sodium salt of benzoic acid is reacted with soda amide. Okay, soda lime is reacted with soda lime, which is a combination of NaOH plus CaO. On heating this we get with benzene plus Na2CO3. Okay, we get benzene plus Na2CO3. Reduction of phenol. On reduction of phenol, so when phenol is reduced in the presence of zinc dust and heated, then benzene is formed out with zinc oxide. Okay, aromatic hydrocarbons are non-polar. Okay, non-polar molecules and are usually colorless liquids or solids with a characteristic aroma. You are also familiar with the naphthalene balls, which are used in toilets and for preservation of clothes because of unique smell of the compound and the moth repellent property. Aromatic hydrocarbons are immiscible water but are readily miscible in organic solvents. They burn with sooty flame. Okay, chemical properties. Arenes are characterized by electrophilic substitution reactions. However, under some suitable conditions, they also undergo addition or oxidation reactions. So, electrophilic substitution reaction in this nitration. When Nitro group is introduced into the benzene ring when benzene is heated with a mixture of concentrated nitric acid and concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, so here benzene ring plus concentrated nitric acid plus concentrated H2SO4 at 323 to 333 Kelvin produces nitrobenzene plus water. Nitrobenzene plus water. Next is the halogenation. Arenes reacts with halogens in the presence of Lewis acid like anhydrous FeCl3, FeBr3 and AlCl3 to yield haloarenes. Okay, here benzene ring is treated with dihalides. Okay, in the presence of anhydrous Lewis acid such as AlCl3 to form chlorobenzene plus HCl. Okay. Next is the sulfonation reaction where the replacement of a hydrogen atom by the sulfonic acid group is in the ring is been taken, and this process is known as the sulfonation reaction. Okay. When benzene group is reacted with the fuming sulfuric acid and heated, then benzene sulfonic acid is been formed out with the water molecule. Next is the Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. Okay, Friedel-Crafts alkylation reaction. When benzene is treated with alkyl halide, okay, when benzene is treated with alkyl halide in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, then toluene is formed out with HCl. Okay, toluene is formed out with HCl. Next, when benzene is treated with C2H5Cl in the presence of AlCl3 and anhydrous AlCl3, then ethyl benzene is produced out here with HCl. Okay. Next is the Friedel-Crafts acylation reaction. The reaction of benzene with acyl halide or acid anhydride in the presence of Lewis acid AlCl3 yields acyl benzene. Okay. When benzene ring is treated with acetyl chloride, okay, in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3 and heated, then acetophenone plus HCl will be formed out. Acetophenone with HCl will be formed out here. Similarly, benzene ring with acetic anhydride is reacted in the presence of anhydride and AlCl3 and heated, then acetic benzene, okay, acetophenone and CH3COH, acetic acid will be formed out. If excess of electrophilic reagent is used, further substitution reaction may take place in which other hydrogen atoms of the benzene ring can also be successively replaced by the electrophiles, okay, forming compounds like when benzene ring is reacted with excess of chlorine in the presence of anhydrous AlCl3, dark and cold condition, then hexachlorobenzene will be found out here with the 6HCl. Okay, hexachlorobenzene will be found out here. Next, generation of electrophile. During chlorination, alkylation or acylation of the benzene, anhydrous AlCl3 being a Lewis acid helps in the generation of the electrophile such as Cl plus, R plus and RCO plus. Okay, acylium ions respectively by combining with the attacking reagent. Okay, respectively by combining with the attacking reagent C double Cl AlCl3 with forming with AlCl3 forms Cl plus and AlCl4 plus minus. Okay, chloronium ion here. Chloronium ion here. Next, CH3Cl when reacted with AlCl3 it forms CH3 plus and AlCl4 minus. Okay. Next is CH3COCl. Okay, acyl chloride. When reacts with AlCl3, it forms CH3CO plus ion and AlCl4 minus ion. Okay. Step 2. This was the step 1. Next, in step 2, in case of nitration, the electrophile nitronium ion NO2 is produced by transfer of a proton from sulfuric acid to the nitric acid in the following manner. H2SO4 plus HNO3. So here one bond will be breaked out here, okay, and this OH ion will form a proton here will donate this lone pair to this hydrogen here, forms a plus charge on it, okay, and HSO4 minus here. This protonated nitric acid can be further divided into H2O and nitronium ion. Now this nitronium ion is reacted with the benzene ring to form the nitrobenzene. Formation of carbocation or Aryan ion. Okay. So attack of electrophile results in the formation of sigma complex or arenium ion in which one of the carbon is sp3 hybridized. Okay. So when benzene ring is attacked by a electrophile, then electrophile is attached towards the carbon atom, and arium ion is been formed out here. Okay, arium ion is been formed out here. This arium ion is stable due to the resonance structure of the benzene. Okay, due to the resonance structure of the benzene. Removal of proton to restore the aromatic chain. To restore the aromatic chain, sigma complex releases proton from the sp3 hybridized carbon on attack by AlCl4 minus. Okay, so the AlCl4 produced in the first step is attacking the sp3 hybridized carbon, and in case of halogenation, alkylation and acylation, and HSO4 minus in case of nitration. Okay. Now, addition reaction. Under vigorous condition at high temperature or pressure in the presence of nickel catalyst, hydrogenation of benzene gives a cyclohexane. Okay. In the presence of nickel, it will give cyclohexane. Next, under ultraviolet rays, 3 chlorine molecules adds to benzene to produce benzene hexachloride C6H6Cl6, which is also called gamexane. Okay, which is also called gamexane. Combustion. When heated in air, benzene burns with sooty flame, producing CO2 and H2O. Okay. General combustion reaction for any hydrocarbon may be given by the following reaction: CXHY plus X plus Y by 4 O2, XCO2 Y by 2 H2O. Okay. What is ortho and para directing compounds of benzene? Okay. So if I am taking an example for phenol, so here we can see that oxygen of the alcohol group is having lone pair, which is been donated to the nearest carbon atom to which the alcohol group is attached. Okay. Then this double bond to that carbon atom is being broken out, and it is being taken out as a pi electron is being taken out as a lone pair towards the next carbon atom, which attains a negative charge. This negative charge again rotates to the ring here in order to form the Kekulé structure here. Okay, so this due to this resonating structure, the electrophile reagents are generally acting on the either on the ortho positions, means the 2 or 5 position, or at the para positions, means at the fourth position in the benzene ring. Okay. Meta directing compounds. Okay, meta directing compounds. So the para directing compounds are the para and ortho directing compounds are generally amines. Okay, amides. Okay, OCS3 oxy alkyls, oxy alkoxy, ethyl alkyls and ethyl methyl, etc. Okay. Next is the meta directing group. Meta directing group. The group which directs the incoming group to the meta position are called meta directing group. They are nitro, cyanide, aldehydes, ketones, COH, carboxyl, and carbo carboalkyl groups. Okay, carbonyl alkyl groups. In this, let us take an example for nitro compound. Okay, in nitro compound, what happens? Double bonded O of the nitrogen of the nitrate breaks out its bond and takes a minus charge. Okay, due to which reason the double bond is formed between the nitrogen and the carbon atom of the benzene, and due to this reason a plus charge has been developed out here. Okay, a plus charge has been developed out here. Now this plus charge will move around in the ring, and it will generate a meta position directed compounds here. Okay, meta position directed compounds here. Next is the carcinogenity or toxicity. Benzene and polynuclear hydrocarbons containing more than 2 benzene rings fused together are toxic and said to possess cancer-producing carcinogenic properties. Such polynuclear hydrocarbons are formed on incomplete combustion of carbon compounds, organic compounds like tobacco, coal, and petroleum. They enter into human body and undergoes various biochemical reaction and finally damage the DNA and causes cancer. Some of the carcinogenic hydrocarbons are 1,2-benzathiazine, 3-methyl-chloranthrene, 1,2-benzpyrene, 1,2,5,6-dibenzanthracene, 9,10 dimethyl 1,2-benzathiazine. Okay, so these are some of the carcinogenic or toxic carbon compounds. So this was the hydrocarbon chapter for you. Thank you.